Welcome back to the Quiet Wild. In this video, we'll be testing out our new hot tent,
doing some ice fishing, testing out our new diesel heater, testing out compressed sawdust wood blocks, and eating some delicious food. If this interests you guys, watch this video. This thing is getting fucking this here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this kind of looks...
Yeah, it's a little thick.
A little thick and swampy.
Okay, yeah, we'll go check out that other spot. What about over here on this point? It looks like the only spot, man. We went all over the lake.
Well, this is simple enough.
Well, that's the last of the stuff. Took us about 2 full loads to get everything to where we're setting up the hot tent. We got a nice little spot picked out though. But right now we got to get the hot tent set up.
So we just found a suitable location here to set our new hot tent up. We're on a lake, northern Ontario, towards Ontario and the Quebec border. So I'm going to pack this down with the snowshoes. Once we get this packed down, we'll start dragging the tent in, get the tent set up, start getting our gear in here. One stick to trim.
Here. You want to drop it here?
Sure.
Yeah.
Here. There you go.
Well.
Poor tree. That's all hard ice.
Doesn't feel very big. Oh,
But it's a splake.
It's a splake.
Nice.
Okay, come on you. So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna keep this or are we gonna go for a little bit bigger?
Nice. Yeah, we can. You could eat that, but you can go a little.
Yeah, let's go a little bigger, right? Okay.
Open it. Yeah, it's an unboxing.
That should be fine, you think?
I think so. So guys, this is our new hot tent that we picked up. I got it from a buddy at work. It's Cabela's 10x10 Ultimate Alaknak. It's a wall tent. It'll be suitable for our wood stove. First time setting it up, so we're going to do a little unboxing here and get this thing set up in the area that I snowshoed earlier, and we'll get our gear moved in.
Do it together.
Is this a bag or is this our tent?
We're gonna figure out.
Gotta go as close as we can that way. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Nice and cold?
Oh yeah.
For this specifically, but
Here she goes. Oh yeah, looks like the box. Nice, eh?
oh.
Oh, you...
Is it too tight?
Nice, sir.
What do you think?
Looks good, man. Show the guy that too. There's no way around this, man.
No,
I'll just hand this shit with my hand sticking up hard. I'm hoping it does.
we're gonna need like a little something to stick in here, but lots of it.
Plenty of room.
Look at that, eh? Nice, eh? Oh yeah.
Okay, that's that.
No fancy bushcrafting fire start today. Ooh, smoking good in here.
Yeah. Oh, just poked a hole through the floor. Whoops.
I hoped.
Whoa!
No gay boy.
Yep.
I'm so hungry. Here, put that on, and then you do the intro. Hey, welcome back to the Quiet Wild. Louder though, not the...
Yep. Well, the boys have invited me out on another outing with them.
You forgot to say it.
No, I'll say it after. Watch.
No.
Eh?
You gotta say it first.
Watch. Well, the boys have invited me out to another outing with them. This time we're doing a little bit of winter camping. Welcome to the Quiet Wild.
Nah, try it the other way. And try not to sound like a sleaze bag.
Jeez. You can just turn the sleaze bag down a little.
Okay.
Be great.
Welcome to the Quiet Wild. We're back out. We're doing some winter camping. The boys have decided to drag me along with them this time. And of course, I love doing it. So we've got the tent all set up here. We caught one fish earlier. Let it go. It was a little small. We're enjoying some chili now. Hopefully, we're going to catch some more fish and we'll get some shots of that for you. Enjoy.
Perfect. Yeah, there was like hardly any sleeves there at all.
Yeah, it's like you eliminated the sleeves.
You know what they call that, boys? Call that acting.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
So what we've got here is a compressed sawdust block. It's hardwood sawdust from Vermont Castings. We're not sponsored yet. We brought this out just to see how it would do in our little titanium wood stove. The box size is quite small in the stove, and this thing just about fits. The problem is that it's just a little bit too wide, I think, to get in through the door. So we're gonna try and rip through this. It may disintegrate because it is compressed sawdust, but we're gonna give this a whirl and we're gonna test these things out to see how they do in our titanium wood stove in our new hot tent.
Are we out of gas?
Sounded like it.
Yeah.
Well, there's the block down there in the snow.
Oh, there's some more.
What's that?
The
Oh, there's
block.
a little bit on you.
The block. Oh, the sawdust.
Yeah.
There's our block.
There, that'll fit now. Looks like a brick of gold.
Yeah, it's hardwood.
Yep.
Kentucky maple.
Yeah.
Oh. It fit. Well, I guess we'll close it up and see what happens, eh?
Oh, it looked like he stripped you.
No, doing the same thing again. It was one nice hit though. Well, maybe we'll see a little action.
Well, I'm gonna go take a walk there around the lake shore, see if I can find some Chicos, some standing dead stuff, some good dry stuff, just so that we have ample wood. We are trying that compressed sawdust log right now. It was about 320 when we put it in, so we're gonna test burn duration just to see how that goes. We're not really worried about heating the tent with the wood stove tonight. I did drag a diesel heater out and a lithium iron phosphate battery, 12 volt battery. So we should have sufficient heat in the tent
overnight, because that's been one of our sticking points. Anytime Robbie and I are out, that little stove just doesn't have the capacity to burn through the night. So we're going to try this out, but I would like to find some good dry wood so that we can have a bonfire. We're going to cook our dinner, I think, outdoors. Just be good to boil water and everything else. I hate struggling with the fire. So I found this cedar here, cut a pieces of that cedar off. Saw, though, the old Craftsman just isn't cooperating. I was wanting to stay running. I did find some dead stuff back in this way, but it's also cedar. Some of that standing dead stuff there. It looks fairly dry. I managed to get one down. Still some bark on it, but it'd be great to find some good standing dead hardwood around here. As you can see, shoreline typically consists of pines and cedars. Not exactly the stuff we're looking for. There is some stuff down on that side of the lake. Probably can't tell with the GoPro. I'd like to maybe investigate that. That might just be birch though that's dead on the shoreline, but I don't know, man. This isn't panning out the way I was hoping. The search continues. Well, I guess I'll pick this saw up and make the hike back to the tent. That was pretty fruitless, unfortunately. At least the weather's decent. We had a little bit of snowfall. We got light snow now coming down, but these guys are back there somewhere. Probably can't see on the old GoPro, but
We're gonna bake some potatoes the old-fashioned way. And of course, it helps if you have a little bit of a shovel like this. Set them on, and the metal might help to regulate the temperature a bit. And here we go.
So I'm just digging a hole here because the intake and the muffler on this diesel heater exits through the bottom of the unit, and there's not enough clearance between the housing and the ground unless I dig down, which is kind of a downfall of this. We could prop it up on logs. The reason we brought this along was because that wood stove, although it does burn well, it doesn't hold very much wood, and we would freeze. It's been like minus 25 every night for the past week here, so it's starting to cool off now. I want to get this thing going sooner than later so that we're not messing with it in the dark. Yeah, I messed up. Just run it like this, I guess.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, maybe that's not enough. Okay. That's it. Hook the battery to it and kumbaya.
Just doing some chores.
Ran that diesel heater for like an hour probably.
Got some broccoli and green beans with our potatoes and steak. Well, that's way too hot to eat.
Just hold it in your teeth. Hold it in your teeth.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Yep.
Cooked perfectly.
Those are ready.
To go or?
No, I just. Oh, it'll go this way too.
Ah, okay.
But I brain farted. Here, I'll just. Yeah. We'll try and keep this up somewhere. So here's a little update on those compressed sawdust blocks that we put in. It was just one that we put in, but we had to split it because we didn't think it'd fit the stove. But we put it in at 320, and it's 20 to 6 now. So the thing's been running for 320, 26, 2.5 hours, give or take. So it's performing pretty well, actually. Enough to cook potatoes and beans and throw a little heat in here. Got tons of coals in there as well.
Oh, it needs some love.
Oh, that butter is hard.
This is not.
I think it's gonna be more.
Mess up and don't bring any pop. You need a good Coke Zero. Delicious?
Delicious.
For some steaky boo. Well, we can do 2 at a time. Well, we've done most of the cook of the steak on the little hot stove inside. It did pretty good. We're going to put a little sear on it now. This fire is really hot, so it'll do the trick. We'll bring it in. Rock 'em. Keep your sling bag warm.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring some lemon and I forgot. That plate is ready, eh?
What, no sour cream? Look at that. Wow.
Oh, it's gonna be a good bite.
Oh, a little bit of onion in there
That
too.
big onion, yeah. Man, oh man, all of that. It was like rendered steak, onion juice, and like just full bodied mushroom. That was dynamite. Steak is so good. So I'm just gonna finish the dishes up. Oh look, the dishwasher's running.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's got a cast bed leg.
That's not gonna stay up there, eh?
We need to put this here and then something here. Ouch! Yes. Oh, that's okay like that. Hey,
Yeah, true.
Look,
That'll be fun.
look. Yeah. In the tent we have a diesel heater. And Chris's wife, my daughter, was a little concerned that we might gas ourselves out or something, so we brought along a little CO2 detector. Maybe it'll help. Maybe we won't need it.
So the tent so far is working out pretty well. This particular tent, I might have mentioned it earlier, it's a 10 by 10 foot by 10 foot Cabela's Ultimate Alaknak. So we got the tent from a guy that I work with. He had a couple of them, and this one was brand new in box. We got a great deal on it. But with that being said, a tent like this is pretty budget friendly to get into as an entry-level tent. It doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg to get out and do something like this. The stove, I mean, I touched on this before. I think the stove cost us 170 bucks. I got the diesel heater for Christmas from my wife, but even those diesel heaters I think can be had for about the same thing, 170 bucks. So the reality is, if you look around Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji if you're in Canada, Craigslist in the States maybe, like, you can find these tents. I see this style of tent for sale all the time. Guys, cost doesn't have to be a barrier. This is something that anybody can do as long as you put some pennies away and pull the trigger when the right deal comes along. But I'm so happy that we went this route. This is awesome. As much as we love the survival shelter, this is a really welcome change as well.
Well, we got some water boiling. We're gonna have some tea before bed. We got blueberry herbal tea. Should warm us up before we crawl into the sack. Cheers. Good night, everyone.
Good morning. Slept pretty good. We had a lot of condensation in the hot tent. Lots of water droplets on the face. But we ended up opening some flaps in the hot tent and getting some cold air in, so time to get up.
Thought, I better get up and do something with that furnace, but the furnace isn't keeping up.
No,
I feel like it's cold in here still.
it is cold in here, yeah. Hot and wet or cold and dry. We chose cold and dry.
We should have chose hot and wet.
Oh, good morning, campers. We're putting a fire together. See if we can get some coffee made up here. Get our day started. It's kind of a nice night, but we turned the heat down a little too low. We survived. That's a nice cup of coffee.
Particular coffee comes from Guatemala, and it made me think, like, it's not too often we think about where our food comes from and the process that it takes to get from where it's grown and where it's raised to our tables, to our stomachs, you know. Like, somebody had to cultivate those beans and pick those and dry those and roast those so that we could enjoy it out here. And as much as we don't think about the process of our food, I imagine the person picking those beans couldn't imagine that 3 Canadians in Northern Ontario would be brewing it in a hot tent on the side of a lake. Pretty cool stuff, man.
Oh yes, that's what we want to hear.
Bacon and egg or McMuffin.
Yeah, camp breakfast is always dynamite. That's awesome.
Yeah, those muffins are good.
Huh. Well, we just finished breakfast. We're starting now on our cleanup process. We're gonna get our stuff packed up and get this tent taken down here shortly and get our stuff back to the truck. These guys are gathering the stuff down here. Well guys, the tent's down, all our gear's cleaned up, and that wraps up this adventure. It was a great time with some great guys, and we enjoyed ourselves thoroughly. Till next time guys, we're the Quiet Wild.